What if you could break free from your reality? What if you only had to become aware of your thoughts? What if you have a larger part in creating your current reality that you could have ever imagined? What exactly is reality? It's a question that lingers in the mind, a question that challenges everything we assume to be true. Most of us live with a known future because we are simply repeating our past. The same emotions, the same thoughts, the same reactions, all locked in a loop. But what if we could break free? What if love is an integral part of reality? A force as basic as gravity, electromagnetic fields, or the bioelectric impulses in our brain. Neurons communicate via electrical impulses called action potentials, rapid spikes in voltage across the neuron's membrane. These impulses result from the movement of charged ions across the neuronal membrane, creating an electrochemical gradient. When an electrical impulse reaches the end of a neuron, it triggers the release of neurotransmitters into the synapse. Neurotransmitters then bind to receptors on the next neuron, converting back into an electrical signal or triggering metabolic responses. So from a thought, you trigger a response in your body's chemistry. So, love, as the most powerful feeling known in our reality, calls forth your thoughts, which then trigger your synapses and your body's chemistry, which ends up shaping your perception and the lens through which you look at life. Which is your reality? By the time we reach our 30s, about 95% of who we are is simply subconscious programming, habits, emotions, and thoughts wired into us through repetition. The body learns how to feel before we even react consciously. A situation arises, we respond as we always have, it triggers the same emotions, which send the same signals to our brain, which then produces the same chemicals, reinforcing those same emotions. It's a cycle. A predictable, known future. But is that really living? If we were to try to embody change itself? Whenever we catch ourselves in a familiar situation, we take a moment and choose a different response than our usual one. The goal isn't just to make a different decision, it's to be the change we are striving for. And what's really powerful? That shift isn't just affecting ourselves. You will soon notice a change in your environment, in your core relationships. You might be more relaxed, maybe even happier. But then again, perception shapes reality. If we perceive something differently, is it not our reality? Consider this. When we meditate, what if we were to visualize love expanding outward, filling the room, our surroundings, and the universe itself? If love is fundamental, and we acknowledge love as an infinite reservoir rather than something finite, then what else in our reality could be reframed? What could be reshaped and viewed in a different way if love is integral to reality, never-ending, and the more you call on it the more you end up with? Could you draw on an endless well of energy to improve yourself for your loved ones? Could you call upon an infinite source of being that connects you to reality so you can shape it to your advantage? In his theory of CTMU, Chris Langan suggests that reality isn't just a passive backdrop, it's a self-processing, self-referential system. It continuously regenerates itself, much like a living, evolving network. And if reality is self-recursive and self-generating, then thought and consciousness aren't just byproducts of existence, they are fundamental to its very structure. If consciousness is not just a part of reality but an active force in shaping it, then we too are not separate from reality. We are conscious beings, intrinsically woven into its unfolding. Could it be that we too have the potential to influence, redefine, and even rewrite the fabric of our own experience? Change your mind, change your perception, and change your reality, because reality is always rewriting itself. The question is, are you consciously taking part in the process? So, what is reality? Maybe it's not as fixed as we think. Maybe we aren't just bound by our past reactions and emotions. Maybe, just maybe, there's always more love, more growth, more potential than we ever thought possible. What familiar feelings do you find yourself stuck in? And how might choosing change lead you to a different reality? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, like, share and subscribe to the channel for more talks on consciousness and reality. And remember, do not let your hardwired patterns take over if they are not pointing you to where you want to be.